Great stuff. Great. Now, restoration rip-off. I'm sure you all know the form by now. Here are our cars. James Dean's Lotus, the Royal Range Rover, the Probe from A Clockwork Orange, Keith Moon's Chrysler. They're all very seriously broken. We have enough money to restore one of them. You're going to decide which one in a telephone vote. I'll be reminding you of the number in a minute, but first, our fifth and final contender.
This week's broken car is not exactly rare. In fact, it's so common, you've probably had one. It's a Mini.
In fairness, though, it is a Mini Cooper, and I mean a real 1960s Mini Cooper, and it has a real motorsport pedigree.
In the 1960s, the Mini blew the sport of rallying wide apart. Until then, rally cars had been heavy and sluggish, but the Mini was light, agile, and front-wheel drive. It was a revelation. Its most famous victory was in the 1964 Monte Carlo Rally, driven by a flying Irishman called Paddy Hopkirk.
But it was in 1963, and in this car, 407 ARX, that Paddy Hopkirk first showed us just what he could do with this supposed housewife's car.
Paddy Hopkirk is going very fast on these later sections.
This was Hopkirk's first Monte Carlo in a Mini, and even though he finished only a modest sixth,
it was immediately clear just how good he was going to be.
Paddy never raced this car in the Monte again. He moved on to faster, bigger engine Coopers.
But its job was done. It had shown the world what that fearsome combination of Cooper and Hopkirk could achieve.
The owner has the basic shell, plus boxes and boxes of the correct components from the Cooper racing era. All that's needed now is your help in getting them all put back together.
Why vote for it? Well, think of it this way. Every hot and modified Mini since, the Mini Cooper revival of the 90s, even the Cooper version of the new BMW Mini, they all owe their inspiration to this car. The Mini started life as a utilitarian runabout, but very quickly it turned into a true miniature supercar. And this is where the legend started. Right, to vote for the Hopkirk Mini, you ring 09011 110 835. You can vote for any of these cars at any time, but the lines are only open for another 2 weeks. Do get voting, please.